Hello, my name is Barry Conway and I'm the Director of Technical Training at the Lear Academy. And I'm here today to talk about our honours degree in Stage Management and Technical Theatre. So the Lear Academy was set up in 2011 in a partnership between the Cathal Ryan Trust, Trinity College Dublin and the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art in London, who were the international advisors to the Lear for the first 8 years of our existence. It's an independent academy with many connections with industry, and all of the students are full students of Trinity College. The degree programme has been successfully designed to train people like you, who are interested in a career in theatre, film, live events, indeed any aspect that is behind the scenes in the live entertainment industry. We've developed a number of partnerships nationally and internationally to ensure that you as a potential student have access to a huge range of industry-leading equipment so that you can be best placed on the path for a successful career. A career that could be in lighting or sound, stage management as a company deputy or assistant stage manager, production management, costume, scenic art, set construction or prop making. It's a 3-year honours degree programme. It's delivered by hands-on training with classes in specialist areas. We work on Lear productions professional standard. It's about 80% practical and 20% classroom and assignment based. It's the only technical course in Ireland about a conservatoire standard, which means our training is in-depth, immersive and detailed. And to facilitate this level of education, we produce every year 10 public Lear theatrical productions, 2 fully produced short films, plus a range of internal and external projects. So what's the breakdown of this? Well, we work to the industry standards. We build skills and stamina as we go. And to do this, we work over 3 short terms per year, which is 12 weeks per term, every weekday with some evenings and Saturdays. It's about 7 hours a day during class times and 12 hours a day during the production period, which is about 12 weeks of our academic year. It's very busy and very rewarding. So in year 1, we have 3 modules. So the first 2 modules are Theatre Skills 1 and 2, and they cover 5 production periods of 6 weeks each. So Theatre Skills 1, which is stagecrafts, is set construction, scenic art and costume. Theatre Skills 2 is stage technologies, and we cover lighting and sound and film. We also in year 1 have our theatre studies and classroom-based period. And this covers things like film and TV, computer-aided design, QLab sound software, professional development, which is meeting people from the industry, but also talks and discussion with staff to develop the softer skills of professionalism and organisation, which are necessary to work in the entertainment industry and the arts. We teach first aid, industry visits to places backstage like the Bord Gáis Energy Theatre or Wexford Festival Opera. We bring in speakers from the industry, such as directors and designers, but also unique specialists in things like pyrotechnics, lighting networks or special effects. We do writing for the industry, and this is a programme that spans 3 years. Its aim is to enable students to produce the written work required of a technician, a stage or production manager, a designer, or a manager in the professional world. Our teaching methods use the visual, logical, social and physical teaching styles, and to a much lesser degree the more standard classroom style. And of course, we teach stage management. The students in the Lear, much like yourselves, are brilliant and hard-working, and we know that many students in Lear access that brilliance by actively practicing what we teach. And this develops their tacit learning, which is a key part of theatre education. And so we've developed a programme of learning to support all our students, and this is in conjunction with the facilities that Trinity provide. This takes us to year 2, where we have theatre studies, film and 4 elective modules. So I'll cover the film and applied theatre skills. In film, we do film projects, 2 of them. One with the year 2 Bachelor of Acting students and one with the foundation course students. We have classes in different areas of films, and we do 2 short films every year with final year Bachelor of Acting students under professional directors. Now, these short films have made it to international film festivals, they've been shown on airlines, and I even believe to Russian national television. Then in applied theatre skills, we do classes. These cover things like production management, theatre history, further writing classes. We do design modules that cover set, costume and lighting design, as well as specialist classes which can cover things like AV and welding, and our rolling programme of professional development. The majority of year 2, however, is spent working on productions. There is 1 elective crew role, and there are 3 elective roles as a head of department, or what we call a HOD. These roles take 6 weeks, from the start of rehearsals to the get-out at the end of the show run. And the roles that we offer are in stage management, company stage manager, deputy stage manager or assistant stage manager. In theatre technology, they'd be head of lighting, lighting programmer or head of sound. And in theatre production, they'd be assistant production manager, technical stage manager, a head of construction, a head of scenic, a costume supervisor or a prop maker. That takes us to year 3. Now in year 3 we have our industry placement, our advanced theatre studies module, our research project module and our advanced theatre skills module. So, industry placement. This is a single or multiple placement which can take up to 12 weeks. The list of where people can place just grows every year, and has included things like opera, TV, theatre, stage management, video, lighting, sound, set construction, prop making, scenic painting, production management. We also have advanced theatre studies, which is a block of very specialised classes in things like technology, prop making, scenic art, costume, stage management, production management and set construction. And we have support classes for the final year projects and professional development and research. The research is an opportunity that each student has to deliver either a written dissertation, and we've covered things like lighting control, stage management nationally, internationally, production management for site-specific shows, and a whole host of other areas. We also offer that to be a practice-based research, where students will physically make, research or deliver a project. And we've worked with things like pixel mapping in theatre, we've looked at puppet creation for film, we've looked at the core of what makes a puppet work and live in terms of its breath, weight and its movement. And those lists grows every year of the things that our students will research and develop and bring further into their professional careers. Finally, in the year, we have advanced theatre skills, and this is 2 further show roles where a student will round off their training and fully develop them for the career path or paths of their choosing. So what kind of career options could I have? Well, we have very high graduate employment rate. In fact, often final year students have already got work lined up immediately on finishing the year. So our Lear graduates are working as stage managers and production managers, lighting technicians, sound technicians, set builders, venue managers, scenic artists, costume makers, prop makers, and a host of other roles. And in what kind of places, you might ask? Well, they work in TV and film. They work for set building companies, for scenic artists, for prop makers, places like Mockness. They work for lighting companies in Ireland and the UK. They work in AV rental companies. They work as set designers, lighting designers, sound designers. They work in the Wexford Festival Opera, the Dubai Opera House, the Royal Opera House in London. They work in the Abbey Theatre, the Bord Gáis Energy Theatre, the Gaiety Theatre, the Gate Theatre, the Project Arts Centre. Companies like Riverdance or Druid Theatre Company, Rough Magic Theatre Company, Landmark Productions. They'll work on national festivals and parades. They'll work in Dublin Fringe Festival, Dublin Theatre Festival, Edinburgh Fringe Festival, Adelaide Festival. They'll work as venue technical managers. They'll work in the West End. They'll work on Broadway, they'll tour nationally with shows, and they'll tour internationally with shows. The list goes on, far past what I'm showing you today. So the Lear graduates work the world over. And they work in many roles, and that's based on the skills they've learned and the skills they've honed while they were here in the Lear. So on a practical note, what are the fees and supports that are needed to come to the Lear? Well, like every Irish college, the free fee scheme applies to our students, and if you qualify for the free schemes, criteria is to here beside me on this slide. Now, on free fees, the charges for this year are there beside me, and also free fees don't apply to you for EU residents. There's another set of fees, and for non-EU residents, the fees are there beside me. So if this sounds good to you and you want to know how to apply, what's involved, it's really easy. You just apply online, but I'll give you a few more details. So, you visit our website, you look for the Bachelor in Stage Management and Technical Theatre part of the webpage, you register online, you complete the application process, you choose an interview date and time, and if you don't see a date or time, or a date that works for you, you can just email admissions at the Lear and they'll arrange an interview with you. So, how do we interview and how do we select? Well, our process is to find students with enthusiasm and interest in a career in the arts and entertainment industry, and they come in all forms. So we base our selection on an interview. We're not part of CAO, but you should aim to meet the matriculation requirements of Trinity. We have an interview, and that'll be with 2 members of staff. It takes about 15 or 20 minutes. Before you come to the interview, you get a quick test on terminology. This gives us a sense of where your current theatre knowledge is at. It's not a part of the interview grading. We'll have some questions, and we'll leave time for your questions for you at the end of the interview. We'd also ask for a bit of reference material to be brought with you. This is a way of guiding our conversation and getting to know what you've been up to and where your skills are at. So it can contain things like work you've been involved with. If you've been involved with school plays or on events, if you've worked with an amateur dramatics company or volunteered with a theatre company or even got paid work there. If you've worked on festivals. So if you have drawings from the work you've done with, or paperwork or scripts that you've worked on, if you have images of shows you've worked on or you've been involved with, you can bring some flyers and posters. But if you have details of projects that you've worked on and created, they could be props or costume or drawing, bring images of that. Some applicants have artistic hobbies and they can bring images of anything that really you feel connects you with why you want to come to the Lair. And we'll let you take all of that material home with you afterwards. After that, we'll give you a chance for a tour of the building. So we start interviews in November and they run till May. The application deadline is February the 1st. And the application process does get very busy, so we do advise that you get your date in as early as you can. If you want to contact us, we're reachable on any of these methods, through our website, through our Facebook page, through Twitter, or through Instagram. So thank you for your time today, and I look forward to seeing you at an interview in the Lair.